Stop calling it a ball hour.
Hi, everybody. Okay, when I say everybody, I just mean you. All right. I'm going to find a thing that has some stuff. So we're working on all kinds of things in the shop tonight. This is us pressing for Trans World and getting stuffs made. I will probably have the camera over here a bit. Hello, Chris and Keith.
That was quick.
Hello, Fondian. Hello, Ezekiel. Hello, all of you. Howdy, guys. So, Rue is over there, and he is... Okay. Hello. Hello, Leroy. What's funny is, most of the time when people go live, there's like 80 people just saying hi to the person who is on. But so many of you guys are on all the time, they spend 5 minutes saying hi to each other. They're like, hey guys, hi. Because you guys are hanging out too. You wish what?
I was that guy too.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good.
I know all of my friends saying hi to me too.
And I will move you guys around. I'm kind of getting him set up. I'm going to make some bracers and some other metal parts for that guy. That's part of our Apocalypse Stilt costume. So, because haunters are the bestest. That's very true. Hello, Scott. Hello, Dave. Hello. It is a group hangout. You're absolutely right. Then I'm going to do a little bit of shoulder armor on one of the shoulders and have it run down the arm. And I'm kind of going to do bracers that are like attached to the coat.
Okay, so don't go nuts on the cuffs.
I wouldn't go too nuts on the cuffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So generally, you know, I'm like tatting the cuffs up big time.
Get that bottom edge, absolutely.
Bottom edge.
Yeah. Okay.
Collar probably.
Rue has a heat gun, and most synthetic fabrics will distress very well with a heat gun. Like very well. And Rob, you also enjoy distressing costumes, don't you?
I do.
I'll probably have you do a bit of that.
I can take a blade right now and start trashing the base.
Yeah, why don't you go start trashing the base up on it?
Need the sharp things, watch out.
I'm going to make a couple bracers just to attach the coat.
How shredded do you want?
So here's how shredded you have to be. If this has to be done to a level that all the rest are done. So if you shred the heck out of this coat,
I have to do it all.
then if we sell 20 at the show, you have to do that 20 times. So what I would do is I would say do 20 minutes of shredding. You know what I mean? Give yourself a time range. Yeah. People are only upset with a product if it's inconsistent.
Alexa, set a 20-minute timer.
20 minutes, starting now.
See how that works?
She lies to me. I asked her to play Man, and she puts on playing Johnny Cash.
Like sometimes it's totally unrelated, like completely unrelated.
That's not Man.
Playing your analog.
Oh, that's when you should ball stick right there.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to see me cry. I know.
That was
That's
Tom
not very
Jones.
That was Tom Jones. But they're in that same class. Barry Manilow is at the Copacabana. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl.
For some reason, I think you'd like Richard Cheese a lot, Alan.
Okay, let's look at some commentios. What the flock is a flocking gun? Well, it makes things short and hairy. Short hairs. It shoots out short hairs that stick to a thing. I know what I mean. Dang it.
Probably not. I very rarely have spoons because I very rarely spend paper money.
Someone is a fanalo. That's right. There you go. Rue, when you said that, Von Dian's Alexa set a timer too.
For how long?
Never mind.
Some are longer than others, Alexa.
Canceling.
That's funny. The Bug Zapper tennis rackets. I'll have to look that up. That's a good idea.
What are they saying doing with it?
What is the heat? What they're saying is that you can make a electrostatic flocking gun out of one of those Bug Zapper tennis rackets.
Oh.
There's an instructable for it.
Ooh, I have one for that. But I use it.
Hey Rue, come over here, unplug the phone, and show these fine people what the heat gun is doing to the fabric.
Sure.
Even Keith, as well as those fine people.
Show Keith as well as the rest of the fine people?
Yeah.
That's what you meant to say, right?
Sure.
I got you, Keith. Don't worry. All right, guys. Let's see here. Let me flip this camera. I'm going to flip back to me. There we go. All right, so this is what a heat gun will do to this fabric. Let me start in a fresh spot. See how it's all very metallic-y, shiny here? If I take the heat gun, I can knock that shine back. It'll start to go. If you leave it a little long, it'll get the holes. But mostly, we're just looking to knock that shine back. Trying to give it just a little bit of a burn. Recording where I was playing it. It's very hard to do through the camera. Just like. Hard to judge how burnt it is through the camera. I got it, Rob. And that is basically what we're doing. See how much less shiny and kind of broken up that is? Rob's getting all shreddy over here. Shredding the base.
Yeah.
As to which I will follow behind him and hit with the heat gun and make all crinkly and gross.
Yeah, then the edges will roll up nice. It's a good look.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Yes, sir.
explain to the camera why I use such shiny fabric?
Well, it can be used for multiple reasons. I would say typically he uses shiny fabric because one, we can distress it, dull it down, and make it aged, or we can keep it shiny and it'll add to the costumes. If he's got another reason, I'm probably not aware of it.
Low light.
Low light, it bounces light around.
Because it's going to catch a little bit of light, making the actor stand out from the environment. And if you can build a spotlight into your costuming, you win. In my opinion.
Now, years ago, talk about spotlights in a costume. Years ago, I was at a party in college. Should I stop now?
You get one more sentence for free.
Right. So, this guy rigged up a costume where he had like 5 or 6 cameras inside the costume. He wore a trench coat like this, and he had it triggered so when you go whoosh, they'd all flash. And it was,
That's pretty cool.
It was actually kind of.
Was he also naked?
No, he was. I couldn't tell. I was blinded by the light. He might have been.
He was a flasher.
He was a flasher.
Flasher. I get it.
And plug the phone back in so
I'm
that you
getting
don't lose charge. That's it, guys. It's the only field trip you get.
He
Otherwise,
says
stay
that
in the
now.
corner.
He got a squatty potty. We can take it on tour.
I did.
I was just surprised I knew what it was by sight. Dan Baker got one and he raved about it.
Well, you'll get the opportunity, my friend.
I'm sure I will. At some point.
Okay, so I am making parts for bracers. Rue kind of has it aimed at the ceiling. So I'm going to point you guys down a little bit. There you go. See, now you're enjoying the whole room, which is mostly my belly, it turns out.
He is on a diet though.
I am.
So I'll take all the Tim Tams, Ezekiel. Alright, don't need to be on a diet right now.
Kind of in between.
I'm actually stuck. I know, it's like we got small, medium, and large.
I know, right?
Well, we have a medium, an extra large, and a triple extra large. We don't so much have the small right now.
Oh, we need Josh.
Yeah, we need a job. I think that would be a true medium. Pretty sure that would be medium, large, extra large, triple extra large.
Shop hangout night.
Let's start
Slide down.
there. Ooh. There's a girl at work. There's a girl. She was 77 pounds. She told me I didn't believe her. I was like, I like this. She goes, alright, I believe you. It's like, oh my god.
I thought Andy was tiny,
Okay.
but she's tall.
Forrest time.
All right, gang.
She more than makes up for it.
I could throw it into a sandblasting cabinet and rough it up, yes. I want a little more control than that, I think.
He yells at me about aiming at the ceiling.
What? Rob
We're at a 45 degree.
No, we're not at 40. We're at 7. That's forced perspective. Okay, there we go. So now comments are up and big if you guys want to look at them. They're not actually as big as they could be. We're all older than like to be. All right. Tim Tams are the national cookie of Australia, and they are delicious.
I don't know if I've ever had them.
They are pretty wonderful.
Their milk chocolate. Their milk chocolate envelope around caramel goodness and a slight cookie.
Oh, okay, I have. The German, they call them something else. Root waffle?
A stroopwafel is a different type of
It's a
thing?
different animal, the stroopwafel.
It is, that's,
Yeah, that's the like cookie part
I'm gonna hit this thing
without
up.
the milk chocolate
This as
part.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good, and Tim Tams are something else. I like it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm working on some EVA foam armor pieces that will go on this. So you're a cookie-holic. Okay.
Not pretty often you get to break out your cookie monster like that.
That's, well, more often around here than you think.
It's not easy. I've gotten a pretty good steak for that. Well, it's because Jim showed up with a eating and I just couldn't help it.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh man. Oh, she's mad. Because I'm too easy to Chris Water. What? I was like, oh no, she's going to power maneuvers.
Mean.
Oh, well. That's one of the better what I said in the last. She didn't talk to me, she really. She wasn't feeling very good. And she's just busy with walking and
Right now, I'm just cutting out some pieces that are going to be armor plates on this guy.
That was not right.
Not the right.
Hey, Rob, if you were to talk when we're on camera, talk to everybody. It's rude to invite all these people to the shop and then ignore them. What? Oh, that's funny.
So, is the heat gun creating a burn mark?
Yeah.
Nice. Pretty good.
You know, just hold just that.
I really was hoping Ruby would say, no, I'm doing those with my mind.
That would be good. Not that quick on the update.
Not that quick.
Wait, what?
Rob's normally pretty good, but
Tag-alongs? Oh, right now it is.
they have completely spun off on a conversation about cookies.
Snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles are good.
Dicker Snoodles.
Mine are Samoas. I have a real weakness for those.
I think Samoas are probably my favorite. Thin Mints are good, but they're not as good as Samoas.
What are the peanut butter ones?
Tag-alongs?
Tag-alongs.
The tagalongs are my favorite.
So what's being done? Wad finishing an old Crime Watch episode. I don't know what butter butters are. Keith, what's a butter butters?
Nutter butter?
No, he says butter butters. He probably means
Probably meant nutter butters.
butter butters. Those are good.
That sounds like an autocorrect problem.
They're really invented autocorrect.
We are working on a stealth costume for Trans World.
Good.
Kind of wish they were more meaty in some spots. I don't know.
Here. Here's a curl.
They're leaving the square edge because they're sewed along the edge, so they're not curling up.
Hello, everybody.
Hey everybody. I don't know why we keep losing you.
Weather's really bad right now. I'll tell you that.
Points.
And keep on that edge too. So
You got the edge, so it curls. But yeah, since it's got the hemmed edge, where I am heat gunning it, it's leaving that edge out, and the whole inside's curling around. It's kind of weird looking.
where's that? Let me see that.
Right here.
That's fine. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. You can also just snip that off too.
Yeah. Need some chunks out of it.
Yeah, I probably bring your. It's a little late now, but I bring that pattern down a little bit because it's like every single inch of that around is tattered, and part of this look is almost like a military look, and we've killed that line in there, so we'll have to put some line back into it.
So too much tattering?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't have a 3-inch section of this that is not tattered. This is tattered 100%.
I thought you were talking about.
So
How's this looking for you?
this is good. This is good. If there was this level on this, that'd be good. So
Okay.
get some of this and change up that texture.
Yeah. I just haven't gotten there yet. Because I started doing it up here and it wasn't breaking up the way I wanted it.
What was my software? It just gave a really nice silhouette. Like the guy was standing in the duster, and there was like bullet holes in it, maybe. Like it was just really around the bottom, really tattered. Looked like it had run briar patches and everything else.
Like the bottom of the Krampus cloak.
That we did here.
Yeah, that we
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I like that.
Who did that one?
Me and Lexi and Austin, just us. Beating You, yes. Yes, that was a great movie, Jeepers Creepers. It is. It's a big duster, so it's going to have certainly feelings of that. Well, here's what's going on. We are working on an apocalypse costume for Transworld. So we're making a stealth costume that I'm going to sell at Transworld as part of my line. So there will be, this will be available for order.
Did you want another Jeep?
No.
Okay. Then I can put that away.
After the heck that guy calls, heck no.
Well, you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole costume team. We make a series of stilt costumes that are head to toe, living stilts that we sell at Transworld.
No, at least attempts to sell at Transworld. Rob, your 20 minutes is up.
Stop tattering, Rob.
All right, thank you, Alexa. That worked.
Alexa, stop.
It did not work. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yes, scissors. These are the ones, by the way. No, it's the other ones. Man, I don't know. They went through my finger at the bottom. So.
We're going on a magnificent journey. We're actually not. We're going over here. I'm bringing you closer to the action so that I can talk to you while I'm working. You're going to hang where the masks hang. So I have just a bunch of pieces. First thing I gotta do is plug this phone in. So you don't die. I don't want you to die. Don't die from it.
How's Khajiit?
Khajiit.
Khajiit. He says I bet blowtorch might go faster.
I bet I don't want a blowtorch on this fabric in my shop. Again, I want control. I want control. I'm not as worried about speed as I am control.
Yeah, even with this heat gun, I could go a lot faster. But I wouldn't be as controlled.
Okay. That's the other piece for that. This is a shoulder pad that's going to go on him. And most of these over here are just going to be more plates that'll attach.
Alright, molds are out.
What I'm doing is I'm taking just some foam nuts that we've already got, and I am setting them up to attach here.
Okay, about 3 days, that'll be dry.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's raining.
And it's going to be 26 degrees in the morning.
Hooray, which means all latex has to come up off the floor,
Right.
including latex paint. Okay.
So paint on the floor?
No, not right now. But who knows how the day is going to go.
Yes. In the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that paint's fine.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
What is that?
Oh. Is he using that in place of a squatty potty?
I was. I'm innovative. And I was desperate.
Oh, is that one?
You needed to get that one out.
Yeah, he has some issues earlier. You shall not pass!
No. Okay, so all this is happening right now. Here's our plate. I'll get this guy ready. I'll do this guy a little bit differently. One of the things I love about this apocalypse style is it's very, you can make it your own. You can do a lot of different things with this. And this is kind of a wasteland weekend containment series type thing. What's great to me is that this just works. Rob, do we have any questions up there?
No. Last thing was DJ Lynn saying thank you for repeating it, appreciate it.
Really? Okay.
And love your videos, gang. Tell Amber we make everything pals. Mr. Job 75.
Oh, okay.
When Forbes goes, what is Rue doing? He is distressing a apocalypse robe.
Coat?
Coat. And so will the bracers, the stilt costume, and something else there for the stilt costume.
Yes.
Earth magnets.
What about them?
That's what I got. Earth magnets, question mark. Keith, we need more to go on.
Should have referred to earlier something, but not too well.
We're never quite sure with Keith.
So there's a new shaft.
We were just talking about this.
Rue was talking about this. Rue was surprised that they were going to remake Shaft with the same actor as the last time that they remade Shaft.
Yes, but this one is about his Richard Roundtree's Shaft grandfather. Then Samuel Jackson is Shaft, and then their boy, his boy. So there's 3 John Shafts in this film.
Are they all Samuel L. Jackson?
No. Richard Roundtree is the grandfather. Samuel Jackson's the father, and the guy I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Why don't you go to the thing that says flyers?
Probably because I didn't know there was.
Why we label everything?
Yeah, it's right next to Root.
I guess I've been here enough time. I don't get the nice is over there treating everything.
Nope. Now you should know where stuff is. Why you don't speed dry things that don't weigh much? You said you did not find a pair of pliers in there?
Have you not found the pliers?
I most definitely did.
Okay.
How much does an artist make in a Dark Hour family?
Are you asking monetarily?
That's what Mr. Job 75 asked.
Okay. How much does an artist make? Actors, we start actors at about $8 an hour, and it goes up from there. If you are especially talented or just special, something else may be arranged. We are not a get-rich-quick scheme or a get-rich-ever scheme. I will tell you guys the secret of how to make a small fortune in the haunted house business. You start with a large fortune. That's how you make a small fortune in the haunted house business.
And be prepared to lose half of it. I think the point we need to make, that we gloss over, is to do this, you have to love this.
Now here, me personally, I have a number of income streams of how I make money. And the ways that I make money are, I used to have a small haunted house on the side that I owned, and I made profits from that. I work for a haunted house. Right now, that's Dark Hour, and it probably will be for the next 10 years or so. And I also have a business where I sell costumes and masks to haunted houses all over the country. Those 3 things, and me working 5 12-hour days a week, I'm comfortable. I've also been doing this a while.
Well, you also left out some things.
I also have a YouTube channel.
And you travel all over the country.
I do.
Engagements.
I travel. I do a lot of teaching. I do a lot of training and haunted house consultation. So yes, that's another part of it. I provide services to haunted houses as well as work in a haunted house, and I own a haunted house. I also own a monster museum at a Renaissance festival, which is a different business altogether, but it uses a lot of the same skills. So, yeah. If you're willing to work a lot, you can make a decent living. Not only do I work a lot on what I do and what I know, I also work a lot to learn new things. I don't ever want to get stagnant in my skill set.
Oh, we didn't go last year. No, we didn't go last year. No. Oh, yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot. Last year was last year. Yes, that's right. The cold weather's not kind of latex. All right. Let's see. Did I?
This I have made to be a shoulder piece.
There's a monster museum.
Just like that.
Ren Fair.
Yes.
It's a museum of monsters.
They did the MASH. They did the monsters.
We track them, we slay them, we see them at the Mythical Monster Museum.
I read today that Charon, you know, is a centaur. He's also the first doctor, right? So he's a centaur of health and disease. It's like, that's like a history deck joke. That's so bad. It's bad. It's so bad.
Oh, dad jokes.
And you can see, oh, you can't see nothing but my forehead. I made this. See, it's just a plate that looks bolted on. And it's going to go on the costume. And Rue is going to get a soldering iron plugged in. And you're going to make a couple bullet holes in this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm
I thought
putting
he was
these.
going to have you doing filigree for a second. That's some fancy metal work.
Too fancy for the apocalypse. That's a one.
I feel like we should make a tank.
Excuse me.
Rue, we try to not have a lot of body function noises on while we're live.
Sorry.
So hold that in.
Sorry.
Or make sure my dog is here to blame it on.
Where's the dog? The
That's
dog's
what
not here?
that's what Rob does.
The dog is here. I don't know what you're talking about, Alan.
Okay, so these are just some plates that are going to go on the jacket itself and just look like just metal plates.
Are you done with this for a moment?
I am.
Wait. Can't have those both things plugged in too.
Just
the same
unplug
thing.
this one or don't turn it on.
Unplug this one. More logical spot.
And I made this shoulder pad, but it does need a little something. So I'm going to edge it with more material.
There we go.
I think it'd be too much if I put on too much of this. So I'll use this for my edging. Got a nice chamfered edge to it. It's going to look nice going around the bottom of this shoulder pad that I made.
Actually, Alan, the bottom edge of this, I'm going to do with the jacket off, so I can lay it on the floor, so it doesn't all fly up as a
Okay.
curl. That's what I needed the pliers for, and the pliers still have to go all for it.
do one more of those. And that's just me cutting at a 45-degree angle to get that nice chamfered edge.
Now, is it camper or camper?
Chamfer? That's how I've always heard it said.
Yes, Dead End Yard Hunt, Scarborough Fair is what Monster Weekend is. Hi, Batman.
Batman?
Yeah, Batman.
Oh, I remember Batman. Batman was on before.
Yes. Creator of the Darkness. Love your videos, Alan. Love what you do. I've been watching your videos forever. Learned a lot. Played your voice over the years. When I'm lazy, listening to you keeps me working. Thanks.
Hooray, that's awesome. Thank you.
Batman.
Messages like that keep me working. And I like to eat. I love making stuff. Yeah, no kidding. I look a pound over 280. So camera angle bother you guys? You're on a little clippy thing right now instead of the normal tripod. So tell me if that works for y'all. I thought I could move you guys around the shop a little more if you were, you know, mobile. Go make stuff!
We should get you a GoPro headset.
No. That causes motion sickness. I did a video like that. Hated it. Everyone hated it. I can't watch this on vomiting. It's terrible. On Diane, that's a great idea. I agree with you. Probably won't do it though.
That's really smart.
Okay. And the problem long term, the hot glue would peel up.
Yeah, but you know, for making like welds and
Absolutely.
Like if you wanted to make a Rocketeer helmet.
And I might do that around some of the bullet holes. Good idea. Rob, would you get my big hot glue gun plugged in over there by the computer?
I will. So I got up at 5 o'clock today and yesterday to go pick item up, right?
Okay.
Yesterday I leave at 6. I got there in 30 minutes. This morning, simply because it rained,
Oh yeah.
it was an hour and 10 minutes before I was able to get the big item. Because there was 4 wrecks on the highway.
I need a circle to do this in. I want my bullet holes to be perfect circles. Thank you. This is a lovely shirt. This lovely shirt that Alan Helps is wearing is brought to you by Hunt Shirts. Hunt Shirts. This shirt is not on their website yet, but it will be soon.
It needs to be on their website so I can buy it.
Get on my website, sucker.
You hear that, Wintons?
They don't.
I know. I'm just screaming and going.
Yeah, you got time to sit around and watch the YouTube.
Then you make a shirt. Isn't it a good shirt? The shirt reminds me of Halloween 3 Season 1.
And you like it anyway.
That's a good movie. I don't think so.
You know how I like my Halloween movies without Michael Myers in them. That's how I like them.
Michael Myers is in it.
Where?
He's in the news report at the very beginning talking about a series of murders that took place in Haddonfield.
That completely counts.
Hey, he's in it.
Okay, that'll be some bullet holes in that one. I will do, Fondian, I'll do your hot glue ring around those. like the bullets displace the metal.
Yes, Scott, that is the website. They just don't have the streetwear, the hot shirt streetwear.
They don't have them on there yet.
They probably won't until after
1031.
Transworld.
The 1031 shirts, right?
Right. Which I just think are the best line so far.
If I'm not wearing someone's haunted house t-shirt that someone gave me, or a dark hour shirt, I'm probably wearing a haunt shirt. What's that? Ghoulish garments.
It shows the shirt out there.
Pimp it, dude. Tell them what to look at.
Not yet.
Rue?
Not yet.
Not
It's
yet?
ready yet.
Okay.
Not fully ready yet.
You're on the butt accordion.
I'm on the butt accordion.
Boing, boing, boing.
Whatever you're into. There's a ball there in Transworld you should check out.
Nobody sees your costume at that ball. Oh, that was awesome.
How's that butt accordion treating you?
Just get up.
Okay.
And be there.
All right. So, I have a lot. We're working on stuff, man. Tonight's good. This guy needs a little bit of love. And I think I might make him a little more technical. I might do a plate on this that, has some screws on it or something. Now, am I worried about perfection on this? No. Everything I do, I want it to be good. I'm not worried about perfect. I know that the little plate that screws on, I know it. I don't have to do much more than that. I just mess up that edge a little bit. I can hit that with paint, make that a little different. Work on these bracers a bit. These are not going to go all the way around the cuff, but they'll sit on this back side and just look nice. I think you guys are too close. Back you up a little bit. Of course I'm doing some cracked plates. Like, look at this one right here that I'm about to put a crack in.
Yes, we're going to try to do you use tools like EVA foam?
I have, sure, absolutely.
Oh, you should have kept that racking down when you cast it.
Yeah, big old cracked metal plate.
Hello from Scotland.
Hello!
Ready? Okay.
Just getting a little bit of EVA foam done. What's funny is I remember, like way back, and I mean maybe 10 years ago,
Way back.
you didn't see anything from anyone before transport. And they like kept it major secrets because they didn't want anybody to see it until transport. And now, some vendors, myself included, I make everything I'm selling pretty much right on camera. Because if you don't want to buy it, then make it. That's fine. One thing that you guys see is how much work it is. And that might actually sell me product, you know? But I don't believe in secrets. I want everyone to know the skill set, and then what makes us stand out is ideas. That makes me happy. I have faith in my ideas.
It's the faith other people have in your ideas that sells your ideas.
Sometimes. You ain't lying. About this time.
This time.
This time.
Every once in a while. Can you give Ed a kiss for me?
Who is asking this?
Mr. Job 75?
Well, I'll give it a try. He's known to run.
Is he talking about Ed Gannon?
Yeah, probably.
Well, he will be wearing a powdered wig, I'm sure.
Oh, it's killer. Why don't you
Get a little extra holy in the
take the camera over there?
imagery. In the drapery spots.
And just show them how that looks.
Sorry, guys. Hello, camera.
I'm
I'm going all
manipulating
crazy
you.
as I put my hand over the camera for a second. Okay. As we were talking about this previously, there's some more of
Show
what
the shiny
I
side
am
and the
doing.
side you did.
This is what it looks like normally. Very, very shiny. And yes, it's as shiny as it is showing up on the camera here. Very shiny, very metallic. And we come over and we hit it with the heat gun, bring down that shine a whole lot, and add a lot more texture to it. Break it up a bit. Then when the light does hit it, as this is draping,
This is thinner
it'll really
on the edge. I want to make sure
look
it's
real
thinner.
good.
You didn't think it was the handle?
Well, I did it, but it ended up going on. I want.
Yes. Once again,
Yeah, that's what I'm
You make way too much.
untextured, unhit yet, hit and finished. And broken up. And then the bottom is not quite done yet because it blows around a little too much, so it'll get put on the ground and tattered along with all of these cut strips. All right, and back to you, Alan.
Okay.
Freezing rain. Oh, Ed Edmonds.
He'll probably take a kiss from me, like a champ.
Does the heat gun stiffen the fabric?
Yes, a little bit, but not a lot. It still has flex. It still moves. It still has drape.
And really, if you wrinkle it around and pull it apart, you can usually loosen up the fibers quite a bit on it after you do.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Big fan of what?
This technique.
Would you warm that up for me, flip it both sides and stuff? And that way I can shape it like I did this one. This is going to be attached to the coat, so that, you know, it's kind of built in. You know, this costume is going to be, when you put the coat on, you're more than halfway in costume. You're 3/4 in costume.
You ever see that Winnie the Pooh one? The Winnie the Pooh Apocalypse one?
No.
Oh, it's great. Ned Kelly armor, nice.
I don't know. Who is Ned Kelly?
He is like for lack of a better term, William Wallace was strong.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
All right.
You know, fight the rich for the poor. They made a movie about him. Heath Ledger plays Ned Kelly.
I'll look it up.
Wait, was Heath Ledger Australian?
All in his extremities, nothing in his head or body. And it took him that long to bleed out from it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, right there's why he's a hero. That takes what's the chutzpah.
We have some crazy heroes in the States, too.
We do.
Who was it John Brown, the abolitionist, who led an armed rebellion? If you look at his picture, he looks like a 1700s Charles Manson.
Yes.
He just look. You ever need the big gray, crazy beard and head and.
They
looking
told you about that
nuts.
Free State of Jones, right?
Possibly.
I know my uncle will never watch this, but my uncle looks exactly like Charles Manson.
Well, that's not fortunate. Probably killing it with the ladies. Or the dudes. Whatever.
No.
Okay.
No. Back to the Venetian Ball. We got
Happens to be deceased.
not so much a killer.
Not at all.
Sweet
His
and
fault.
short.
Really.
But anyone can prove. Alright, so that armor, this shoulder piece, was a little plain, and I added that edge to it. And I like that. But I think
Here you go, Robin.
I am going to add a little more. Thank you. I only have one heat gun plugged in right now. You are from Dallas. Well, heck, next time just swing on by. It's a fun hangout night in the shop. Yeah, you're not that far. You're probably 30, 40 minutes from us right now. Because I'm a little bit further out than Dallas. Rob is probably nodding his head back there behind me.
Yeah.
A little further out.
Austin.
What about Austin?
Not quite.
Well, close.
Close-ish.
Garland. Dark Hours in Plano. You gotta understand, DFW is a very large area, for those of you who don't know. The state of Rhode Island will fit in our metroplex. I mean, from where we're at, it takes about 8 hours to get out of Texas. Unless you go straight north. Then it's 3.5 hours. Texas is shockingly huge.
Purple rain, purple rain. No idea why that just came out of my mouth.
We haven't
No one has said the word purple. We're not even talking about rain.
anything close to that, Al.
You're thinking about the last good Super Bowl show, halftime show.
Maybe. That was a while ago, dude.
Yeah, it was 2007, I think.
Did you hear like the backstage story of that? How so this is when Prince played the Super Bowl. It's it's getting to be halftime, and it is pouring down rain. And the producers are very worried that Prince is going to cancel and be like, I'm not going out in that. It's a little dude holding a left guitar in a thunderstorm on a metal stage. They're like, this is a terrible idea. So they were going to call Prince and expect to hear him say cancel. And so they called and they said, what do you guys think about the weather? And Prince says, can it rain harder? Let's go. And he went out and he performed one hell of a show. And, pouring rain, great risk to himself. He was a heck of a performer.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like every song that he did, but he was one heck of a performer, and I love his work ethic.
Oh, Prince is awesome.
Didn't he know how to play like 20 some instruments too,
Man.
something like that?
Did he ever?
I don't know.
Yes, he did.
Okay. I just said I don't know. I didn't say no one knew. Rob's very passionate about his Prince.
I am.
I am passionate about
Venetian vampire.
this little eagle I'm making.
Because I'm not wearing powdered wig.
Okay. Let's say you were going to put a piece of armor on one of this guy's shoulders, which one would it be?
Right.
Is he right-handed? If he's right-handed, it should be on his left shoulder for
Yeah.
defense.
Depends on what kind of weapon he's using.
Generally, he needs full mobility with his right hand if he's a right-hand fighter.
Well, gun. Guns are different.
Sure. Gun would be different.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll put it on the right shoulder. That's fine.
That's what I'm thinking.
Keith goes, what Rob said. Keith is agreeing with you.
Oh, Mike's Hollywood words. If his musicians couldn't play the song correctly, he would take the instrument and play it himself.
Yeah,
That's Prince.
I remember hearing that.
Man. I would love to see him and David Bowie do a set together.
Somewhere in the afterlife. Happy whatever.
There's that. Prince did an entire song about the afterlife.
Let's get crazy.
Yeah.
Let's get wild.
So, Rob, we're gonna rust the hell out of this.
Sweet.
We're gonna rust all these plates that are on it. We're gonna start spray painting the suit soon. This also get another color in there. Get it closer to the color profile of the apocalypse masks.
Sweet. Let's go. Come on, baby.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness a thing called life.
Life's the next word. Life means forever. That's my long time.
My long time. There's an afterlife. Let's get crazy. Let's get wild. Let's go, let's go.
I see that for a moment.
More about my eagle.
I will never apologize for being passionate about Prince.
Well, you know what? In order to put it on the right shoulder, I got to put the eagle on this side. So I have to, want to be a little bit longer.
Now, if I had money and I could commission any costume for you, it'd be Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd suit?
Yeah!
You just want a Judge Dredd suit to wear around the house?
No, I want to go grocery shopping in.
Fair enough.
Guaranteed to end up people at Walmart. I am the law.
Don't eat that grape. You ain't paid for that. Here, Rue, I got you this.
Any costume? Any costume ever. What costume?
Money, no object, right?
Money, no object. Time, no object.
Yeah.
These are all
Personal time, no object.
Yeah.
Probably a space marine.
Oh.
Okay. We could make the heck out of a space marine.
Wait a minute, what kind of space marine are we
Like,
talking? Warhammer?
I'm talking giant Warhammer.
Okay,
space
we're talking
marine.
Warhammer. Okay.
Space marine.
Because, you know, you can also go on Alien Space Marine.
40K.
I know that's why I was
Yeah,
careful.
40K.
Maybe not everybody in the audience is a huge nerd,
Your face is a huge nerd.
Actually, I take that back. Not Space Marine, technically. Chaos Marine.
Chaos Marine.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun suit to make, I ain't gonna lie.
Like, even more realistic, though.
I think this needs a little bit of, like, some chevrons coming down the front.
Full, like, actual skulls hanging from the waist. Oh, so cool.
Tell us how you feel, Rue.
When we were in Alabama, there was
And like 9 feet tall, still, you know.
there was a game shop on campus, and the guy had some really beautiful painted Warhammer 40K stuff. Just, I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Funny thing is, I've never been a Warhammer player, really, ever.
I used to play 40K.
I
Orcs.
always liked it. I played the video games. I've had lots of fun in the 40K.
Phil,
Never had. Oh yeah, Phil's got some amazing stuff going on.
I just don't have time for that. I've
Yeah, I
never
don't.
had
That's
time for
exactly
that.
it. I don't have the time for that.
I got stuff to
I
do.
wish I did.
I make time on Mondays to play.
I wish I could play D&D. I don't have anybody close enough to play.
Chaos
D&D.
Marines are like 9 feet tall.
Yep. That's what I want. That's the costume I want. 9 foot tall Chaos Marine.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, Dylan V, what step are you talking about that you're missing? Just pouring it up? Is it just pouring up the mask that you missed? Because we do that every day.
Yeah. Next time I pour a mask, I'll make sure to get it for you. This is either red, seen it yet today. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's funny. You know, with it burnt like this, it actually looks like Uncle Mike's couch.
Your Uncle Mike needs to stop smoking before he kills himself.
Uncle Mike was banned from the state of Oklahoma for trying to do insurance fraud for burning down his trailer 4 times in a row.
Nice.
I haven't seen Uncle Mike since.
That would explain the couch.
Right?
Was it insurance fraud, or did he just really want something?
No, it was fraud.
It's the easiest way to redecorate a trailer. Fire!
Fire.
My shoulder pad. We're going his right shoulder. A little bit of eagle action on there. I'm gonna do some chevrons down this side of it. I think they'll look closer to the Chevron gas station symbol than it will any military insignia, which is fine. So guys, how does this work instead of the tripod? I know maybe your view's a little bit more limited, or you can see more of the shop. I don't know which one you guys like better. Feel free to tell me. It may not change how I do things. Then again, it may. Okay.
Phil dropped the price on his mask.
Which
Phil,
Oh, how much does he want for it?
400. What's on a 5? We dropped it to 4.
Well, what I'll do is I'll share that post for him.
I could throw it out there too.
Yeah, so throw it on silicone masks for silicone latex mask, sale or trade, and that'll probably do it.
we lose a root?
Oh, he had a phone call. Rob, what's my comment say?
Let's go back to I saw Alan pull Mascal, but I don't know how he made it. Keith says there was this whole trailer park in Mobile, Alabama, wiped out by a tornado, hundreds of dollars of damage were done.
Hundreds of dollars.
That's just mean and funny. Mike says he sculpts clays with a shaping lawn mold, cleans mold, pours latex and mold, pulls out dried latex out, paints it, hairs it, and voila, a mask.
Voila!
D-Lin V, then I missed the mold being made today.
Well, all you have to do is look up, I actually have a video, like in my last 4, where I just make a mold. So all I do is I make a mold.
When the form's most fun is to get someone new in the shop and hand them a bucket of latex and tell them to fill up the mold with their feet. It's fun to watch their face.
I ain't paying for that latex.
Fill up the mold at their feet, not with their feet.
Oh.
If you want to cry, do that same thing, only instead of latex, silicone.
Because it costs 5 times more.
That's right.
Oh, I spilled a little bit. I spilled a little bit.
Oh, that little bit is still $20.
Yeah.
Well, that's $100 right there.
Yep. How close you to being done on this guy, Ruth?
Very. Another 8,
I really,
and then I gotta do the tails.
I really
That's
can't
about
take this anymore. I gotta do this.
What can't you take?
Sweet. Oh, it's so dirty. I swear there was a lot more blood when I walked.
I ain't cleaned it up.
Man, it was crazy. I was like, I'm sorry about all the blood. And I was like, no, there's footprints. There's no footprints. It's cool. I mean, I bet the reaction of me on camera, looking at my hand,
Hilarious.
looking at the floor, like, oh my god, there's blood everywhere.
And I wanted this boxy. I figured rounded would feel more medieval, and I didn't want it medieval.
Yeah, definitely box.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Where did you make an eagle for it?
Sure.
Nice. I have an
Leave an eagle here.
Oh, we no baddies.
Or not.
I'm gonna make another freaking eagle. It's just gonna get a carved eagle. It's not gonna get a like separate piece eagle.
I already told Nora I'm working Monday. We gotta finish the show. We're open Thursday.
Yeah, I guess I'll probably come out next week.
For what?
So I'll probably come out next week. How about it?
Well, we're gonna be closed Wednesday. So, and we're usually dark Monday, but I feel like there's enough to do that. I need to go in Monday. Kind of think we all do.
Tuesday rehearsals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesdays are rehearsals.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm probably going on Wednesday.
I was gonna say.
There's a quickie carved eagle on that one. That's a whole separate eagle, like a standoff eagle. And I did that one as a bullet hole, so I will go ahead and put some burnt metal around it with a glue gun.
You're doing the nursery, right, Alan?
Yes, Frankenstein's Army had some really kick-butt costumes. Yes, I knew the nursery.
Mad Max movies have the best costumes. Clean as you go, you're the man, Raw. Frankenstein's Army was really good. Visually, I was really impressed with it.
It was great visually, I think. I think it was a wonderful movie. and aheadish of its time-ish.
I think the story was kind of weak.
How dare you?
Oh,
I agree.
well. But visually, when that guy on the floor comes around the corner, I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's fantastic!
Okay, so I've got
Immediately made me want to make the character.
3 plates. And I've got a shoulder pad. Like if I made a movie,
Yeah.
costumes are good, stories ain't.
No, I didn't say that. I said if you made a movie, these costumes are your wheelhouse.
Yeah. They're very apocalypsy, you know. One guy has an airplane motor and propeller for a head.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
He's walking down a hallway. Where are you gonna go?
Oh yeah.
Where are you gonna go?
This looks really good.
He's cutting pieces.
Into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no meaning, no good. Carry on.
Totally intentional. Totally intentional. Totally. Everything's according to plan.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely have to do the inside edge of this. But
What?
inside edge.
No, we're gonna spray paint that black.
Okay.
Anybody else pooping right now? Nice. No?
Greg, you're full of class.
I like Mary Poppins.
Are you a 14-year-old boy?
Wow. Betty Mold is our place, Linda. You never saw Mary Poppins?
Definitely TMI, Greg.
Yes, I do. I do buy from Biddy. I do buy from Brick in the Yard. He has great stuff. I often buy my casting latex from there that I make the masks out of.
Yep. Mitch is good people.
Well, Greg, let's not talk about it, okay? We're adults here. Okay, here we go. Oh. All right, so I'm giving these guys a base coat of brown first. And after I get this coat on for these guys, everything else is going to be dry brush. And then I'll hit them with some rust. I might pick up like some military stencils. That might be cool.
Want me to make you some?
How would you cricket?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
You can make them?
Just some generic like numbers, you know, like whatever, you know.
So 13 over and over again.
Well, like 1031F or something, you know, different fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. They have their base coat of brown. This guy needs some brown.
Something's wrong with the world today.
Paint the side of Rue's head. Okay.
Huh?
What do you want me to paint it there, stubborn?
I was close. I was close to his head. I dodged it.
Well, hello, Hallstatt's animatronic workshop.
Steve!
There are no magnets.
This was up. Ooh.
Did you think little ribbons he made were rare earth magnets? Because those are just.
They're not, there's no magnets, they're just foam that I cut in the shape of rivets and stuff. Look at that. Sick.
Whoa.
What?
Looks good. It smells like light.
Rob, can you get a fan on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is happening? Everybody and their dog decided to mess with me now.
You turn the fan on?
I did. It's, yeah, I mean, blades are turning and everything.
So we're not gonna have a snowman night tonight?
No snowman night.
You need a snowman?
Was that snowman night or Yeti night?
They all blend together, Rue. They all blend together.
Are you talking about when you were here till like 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeti was the latest night.
That was Yeti.
Snowman we finished at a reasonable hour.
Oh, you don't use googly eyes.
But no, it was snowman.
No, because googly eyes don't glue down as well. Rob, Rob was really confused by your comment, Keith. A lot of people use googly eyes as rivets because
Gotcha.
they're just simple dome shapes. You put them on, you paint them, and they look good. But they're plastic, and plastic doesn't glue as well to foam as foam does.
All I saw was this armor piece, like all these googly eyes. Like, that's a little disconcerting. I get it. Like,
It also has a nice rattle to it
Sure.
because the googly eyes are in there.
Exactly. Okay. I was like,
I got you, Keith. I know where you're coming from.
I did too.
there's still a lot of little tricks I'm learning, guys.
Hall staff, what we're doing right now is we're making an apocalypse costume for Transworld. This is a shoulder pad that'll go on the right shoulder. And we made some plates that have a little, like this plate has some bullet damage on it. They're drying right now, so here's another little plate that we made. And this is all just EVA foam that we're going to attach on. And I make a lot of apocalypse masks, and this is just going to be a costume that can go with the mask.
And they're awesome masks. That's come a long way.
I've got a big, crazy boot mold for latex boots for silks that it's actually a dark hour right now.
Where did you get it?
I made it. Yeah. Frank Marusak did like a steampunk Frankenstein at one point in time.
That was fun.
Yeah. Screw, I think you're good. You're going a little crazy.
You know, you find we get you as Frank, Ian as you as Frankenstein's monster,
Okay.
Ian as Frank and Dr. Frankenstein. He's kind of got that aesthetic.
Yes.
Of course, I bring up. I like group sex. This costume for Alan? No, it's for sale.
Yeah, this costume is going to Transworld. See, I'm talking to the TV like that's you guys, but really you guys are over here.
I keep doing
no,
it too.
this costume is going to Transworld. I just like to wave these things around. This is how I dry my parts, dry my parts, dry my parts. This is how I dry my parts. I'm going to do that as release hole too.
Oh.
This is how I dry my parts, dry my parts, dry my parts. Yeah, anyway. I just want these dry so I can attach them. I'm ready.
There we go.
You done?
Except for the very bottom edge.
This
That would be take it off the rack.
is good to know.
That's hard to do.
What you got, Rob?
Year's plan?
You know.
Did Rue show up for the red eye yoga session? He did not.
Let's see what happens tomorrow morning. Maybe Rue will get conned into doing some yoga.
It was awesome.
It might happen. Rue used to get up at 5:30 in the morning every day and work out.
Yeah, but that's tea.
Yeah.
And you had somebody yelling at you. That's
Not
what-
really. I was the guy doing the yelling most of the time. I'm a world champion yeller.
I'm so excited for the ghost pop. The ghost pirate's coming.
I knew sergeant my second year in. So.
Oh, did you? I'm starting as a DI.
I was not a DI. Never.
More like
Hey, Rue, grab that camera and show these guys the costume close up.
Okay. I do like those little stands. Ooh, t-shirts. Sweet.
They're designed and they will come from sweatshirts.
Can we get a studio banner to hang from belts
Ooh.
for photographs?
Yeah, probably.
That'd be good.
All right. Show this costume again. I'll have a layer of spray paint on it, along with the distressing.
Nice. Nice.
What's so nice?
You got some really good plans.
What do you think I do all day?
And yes, I'm very happy with the
You
way
really
this
want to answer that?
came out looking. This looks very kind of gross.
Not to demean your efforts. One of the reasons I picked that fabric is to how well it distresses.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
that is my base fabric for everything. I've got that fabric in black. I have this fabric in white. I've got it in every color just about. What, Rob?
Hi, we fixed it. Rue, take this. Hi.
Don't break it again.
We're gonna go back to being mounted, actually. Oh, my mustache.
Speaking of which,
Great.
Vampire Ball.
He's mounting it.
More
I
like
mean, moving. Moving.
You got to move it.
they're similar.
It's awful.
Hard to get.
So
Even.
Go move it, move it. We got to move it, move it.
You got to move it, move it.
They're dancing behind the dummy. No one can
Exactly.
see it.
I need to make a costume from foam. So far, I'm only using it to make body forms for my animatronics. Keith, we're back. Yes, we are. I bonded over foam. It works great. We're taking a styrofoam head and
Covering it with Bondo, make a good head form.
It would be okay. You have to cover with a lot of Bondo because styrofoam heads are just the wrong size. They're just too small. If you have a tiny head, maybe you can get away with that. But even like the male mannequin heads are just way too small. You can do it with that on there.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's just going to be a crappy life cast. It's nowhere near your skin.
Yeah, it's going to have mustache
are
here.
you going to do leg plates as well to go with the jacket?
Yes. There'll be boots. There'll be an inner suit. And he'll have boots.
Where are you located, Keith? Personal curiosity, as I do hot rod stuff.
feel like not saying on mine. Find me.
I will find you. So what I'm doing now is I'm using these guys, which are brads, that you push through and then separate.
These placeholders.
Well, this has glue holding this on,
Oh,
as
yeah.
well as those brads holding it on.
Mhm.
And now this, right back in. See that technique and how I did it? Great. So why don't you put on some of these other ones? That's a plate. Here's 3 plates that have to go on. And the shoulder pad will go on later. But that's going to go right on here. This guy's going to look good. He needs a strap under his arm
Nice.
and under here. What?
Hold on.
Thanks.
Let's
Don't be scared. Come in.
Kind of fits the collar line.
Oh, that's the. I was thinking of a costume you did that had the plating on the back, and I realized, oh, it was one of the rats. Yeah, spine plating.
This is good for you, Rue.
Breathe it in.
You can see the smoke on the camera.
Take out all the sweet, sweet things.
Just like a forest fire helps renew the forest. Once this black coating on the inside of your lungs comes away, it's all fresh lung. Is that not accurate? I feel like that's right.
As Rob starts packing.
Rob was a smoker for years and years.
Over 20.
If I Rob's lungs, I won't even feel bad.
Thanks. It's good to know.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Rob,
Yeah.
you're my stool crawler.
What
Grab that stool, put it right here. And you're going to
Oh, you glue on first, huh?
make marks. Yeah, put glue on the back. Make marks where these are. So we can zip tie that on right there.
Is that where you want it?
Yeah. So you're gonna kind of make marks through there. And then borrow the soldering iron from Rue. And you can zip those lines real quick and I'll bring you 2 zip ties.
I would buy you a fur coat.
Not a red hot coat, because that's cruel.
I would buy you a green dress.
Not a
Also,
real.
but not a real green
If I
dress.
had $1 million,
because that'd be
I would start a haunted house brain trust thing. Where, yes, there'd be a college there, but there'd also be labs and workshops where you just work on haunted house technology.
That'd be so fun.
Um,
Isn't that what we do here?
there's no reason why we shouldn't have a dye sublimation printer for the haunted house industry. Use the hot glue gun, it actually grabs this fabric way better.
cool. Oh, yeah.
You take your piece over, you butter the back with the hot glue, and then
already
put it. Well, then use your heat gun and dry that up so you can attach it.
That's right,
Okay.
butter it. Butter it.
Because you have a good mechanical bond with those brads, so you don't need the contact cement.
I think, well, kind of.
I saw the contact cement was there. I assumed you used contact cement.
Sorry, isn't that
My
what,
bad.
what you were just saying, Alan? Isn't that what we do here?
What?
Isn't what we
It
do?
is what we do here, but we do it on the scale that I can afford, which
Yes.
is way much smaller.
Oh,
I want to be able to do this big.
I would love that. God, that'd be so much fun. I'll tell you what, Alan. I've been playing the lottery recently.
Okay.
If I win, we'll make this happen.
Always have a drawer full of old belts, because you can get them from the thrift store for cheap.
I think that would be amazing and fun.
I normally buy belts based off of how cool the buckle is, because I want the buckle more than the belt.
Which is because I know a million places you can go buy just bottles.
Yeah, but they're not as cool as the ones you find in the thrift store, and they're also not $1. This has a ton of character, and I like it for that strap. Oh, that looks good.
Scissors? Can you hand me those scissors?
Here.
Okay. Just burn them off?
Yeah, melt them down so they don't stab anybody.
Like Sharpie.
Otherwise, scissors make them sharp.
You get lots of spankies.
There was a haunted house that I did inside of a park one year, and it was an insect-themed haunted house, and I did zip ties that held my walls together. It was like fence panels and stuff. The zip ties were fast, and they worked, but I left the end of the zip ties hanging off. And it was a great effect because people were scared that it was something touching their legs. It was these big zip ties. And the big boss at the park said, you have to cut these off, these are dangerous. So as soon as you cut them off, they're sharp.
Yeah.
And people get cut. Okay. But I digress.
Oh.
See, I bought that because of that buckle. But look at that belt. See that just faint pattern in there? That just looks like texture from this far away.
Will you grab me another glue stick for this?
Yeah.
I actually knew where those were. I just didn't have a hand to
Gotcha.
do it.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Brav.
Brawl.
So, totally righteous, bro. Totally righteous.
Hey, Alan.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of that game we played?
Yes, at Utter Nonsense.
Utter nonsense.
Utter nonsense.
Man, that was so much fun.
I've been trying to figure out what the name of that game was for a little while.
Why didn't you
Because
ask
I am
him?
going to buy that copy of that game.
Why did French never come up?
French never did come up, huh?
It never came up.
Because it knew you were a shoe-in. Rob, please describe the game that you're talking about.
It is wonderful.
I was a shoe-in for the Asian accent.
I won Asian somehow.
You did, but it's because of what the line was, which I can't repeat.
Thanks.
We can't repeat 90% of these lines.
So the game is called Utter Nonsense. Basically, it's like Cards Against Humanity, only you have a series of phrases. You get 7 cards. Each card has a phrase. And then the judge draws from the judgment cards. And those are an accent. So you have to say it like an Asian person, or with a French accent, or a German accent, or there were some pretty weird ones. Like, I mean...
Chicago, New York.
Yeah, New Yorker, Texan, Southern.
Southern gentleman.
One of them was. It was drag queen, wasn't it?
It's drag queen.
Yeah,
Drag queen
straight
won
up
the
drag
voice.
queen. Yeah,
Sadly, I won that one too.
he won that one. It was hilarious.
This game was kind of rigged in Alan's favor.
Kind of.
Just because of the content. But
Line Cook 4, we are doing great. Ezekiel, come on. Come to Texas, buddy.
You ready to buy and move to Texas when we start? Boom! Alan was, of course, Professor Emeritus or Dean.
Well, I at least get to play a lot.
anyway, this game.
Cash says, hi, Daddy.
Hi, bud.
Turn and look at him because he's over there.
Hi, bud.
Yeah, he's
Daddy's
really here.
famous.
He's really here.
All right.
Previously recorded.
And kind of, Holstaff, what Legacy has is kind of what I want, except,
Thank you, Scott.
Scott, you're the man. Appreciate that link. What I want,
Thanks, Scott.
I don't know how it would work. It would have to just be funded by someone, because to me, what has to happen is ideas get made here, and then those ideas can be given to vendors. They can be given to haunted houses. People can come here and be trained. I mean, I think that would be amazing. I have more ideas, I know it, than I have time in my life to make. And that is sad to me.
And when I present him ideas, he yells at me because he doesn't have enough time.
I don't have time to do them.
I'm like, here's this great idea. He's like, take it to somebody who cares.
It's not to someone who cares, take it to someone who can do it, who has time. Time is a hard. Hit these with spray paint.
Already in my hand, Alan. Thank you.
Thanks for yelling at me, jerk face.
He usually is horror beauty effects
Is what?
on top of it. Any backplate on this jacket?
No.
Not yet.
No, I wasn't going to do any back plates. I was just going to do some good front. I want to make sure that the actor can lean against the wall and be comfortable in between groups. That's a priority, kind of. I need a zip tie. Rob, you see how this is going to go down?
Yeah.
This zip tie, though, has to be inside of here.
Okay.
And you're going to zip tie that belt
Gotcha.
onto there, so it's part of that shoulder strap.
Right.
And I must really like that color profile, because look at how much that belt blends in. Almost too much.
You've always.
Is it too evenly staggered? So I get more random with it?
You definitely need two on that side, and I would do it up there. That way it's not going to get caught on the inside of the stilt or anything. I think up there is great.
You do have a color profile for sure for this.
Yes, and I want one. The same with the Apocalypse masks, you know. I want a color profile. I want it to be consistent.
I want to go to Netherworld.
Huh?
Ooh, yeah.
I don't want to go to Netherworld.
What's funny is I don't even, because of how they rotate through stories, I don't know if they're going to use our masks next year. They might have only been a one-year thing.
Well, I also want to go to 13th Gate. Pretty
Yeah.
badly. I do. I want to go on a road trip. Like visit the haunts all over the country.
It's so hard to do
I want to hear doing it.
and be a haunter at the same
I
time.
want to hear the dude drag queen.
There was a time when I could do a pretty good crocodile hunter, because I love the crocodile hunter.
A lot of people must. Who do you want to hear do drag queen? You want to hear Alan do drag
They
queen?
said Rue.
Rude.
That's what they said.
I want to hear the dude drag queen.
Rue does a pretty good drag queen.
It said Rue under it.
Just saying.
Ah.
Let's do it in your spare time, Rue.
Yeah, Rude. There you go.
Well, you know. Who is saying that?
Din Levy.
Dylin V. T-Lin V.
So you know, Rude, you just start singing "I Am Every Woman." No,
It's raining men.
it's raining men. No, I'm saying.
Oh, water. Hmm.
I see your shit.
I would have a hard time with Australian drag queen, I think.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. First thing I ever saw Hugo Weaving in.
Then you saw Miss Elrond.
I did. I saw Miss Elrond. That's a messed up movie. It's a fun movie, but not really my favorite.
Priscilla?
Yeah. I think it's better than Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
You'll notice he knows the whole name.
I lived with 5 drag queens for 3 years. I have seen some things, man.
It's like my wife's favorite movie. And if you just say Tu Wong Fu, thanks for yes, I'm talking to you about you, dear. If you just say Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything, she will correct you. And do the whole thing, Julie Newmar
Yeah.
thing.
Nice. And you're gonna rust. We're gonna rust this quick.
Yep.
We're gonna do that tonight.
Yeah. Why would we not? Oh, Rob, you misunderstood, I think.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you cut this off.
Okay.
There's a hole up here. Look at that. There's a hole here.
Oh, that's
and
what
a hole
you
here.
want. Gotcha.
The zip tie goes across this.
I
don't want this hanging out and ugly. I want it tucked up under there nice and neat.
I got you. I misunderstood you. I'll fix it. I didn't know that there was a hole in there.
My fault for saying, you understand what's going on here? And you said yes, and I just believed you.
Yeah, mistake.
How dare I?
How dare you?
I just believe.
I just believe you. Foolish man.
I should never believe you when you say you understand something.
That's right.
You can't assume the worst in your people. Then am I even really thinking about them?
It's okay. I want everybody sees the worst in me.
Yeah.
It is known.
It is known.
There's a lot of rivet holes in this plate.
Oh,
Alan's like
that feels
preparing
so
the
much
paint
better.
behind me, and I'm just like,
So much better.
Yeah, that look nice.
Yeah, so much
You
better.
did that first time, you're like, Alan's an idiot. This looks like crap.
That's what he asked me to do. I was like, all right.
If you touch it, it goes back to focus.
Did you put that ego on there because we were talking about Judge Dredd earlier?
subconsciously.
Maybe a little.
This look has a lot of militaristic, feel to it.
Are
So,
we the baddies?
so I threw it on there.
We can't be the baddies.
You have skulls?
The skulls on our hats.
I think we're the baddies.
I don't know what you...
It's from a comedy. I think it's from the Mighty Boosh. And it's basically two Nazis. Two Nazis are sitting in the trenches in wars going, do you think we're the bad guys? I don't know. Well, we're all black. Well, but really, we've got these little skulls on our hats.
They're figuring out that, hey, we're the bad guys. This is very funny.
That's pretty great.
Fundayan, your bullet hole tip is awesome. I like it.
Yeah, it totally looks good. Right there.
When I actually did Warhammer, I used a soldering iron and I would stab the soldering iron into the side of like plastic trucks and stuff, and it would melt around the edges, perfect, and it looked like bullet holes.
Yeah.
I've actually done that doing models.
But still wet.
I just sprayed them.
Rue, how's your dry brushing?
Pretty decent.
Okay.
How good are these? Did you get this at Dark Hour? Did you win this? Or
No.
did you buy it?
That's just it.
It's a kind of give out. Well, I didn't know if you got it from
So,
Deanna Powers.
here. See what I'm doing?
Yep.
I just want to hit those edges. This was painted once, and now it's, it's seen better days. It's scuffed up, it's wearing off, especially on these edges. So hit this plate like that, and hit the other plates like that. Rob, you grab the camera, bring it around so they can see what we're doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually grab some black. And I sprayed a little puddle onto the table there, Rue, where you can get more. Very
Where?
corner.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, kind of a fan.
Kind of what?
Yeah, I got a little more to do up there still. Kind of a fan.
This guy came stomping down an alley at you. Probably threw your wallet at him.
Throw someone's wallet at him.
Alan would be like, I'm ready to fight.
I'd fight it.
I would. I like fighting stuff. We have a guy. How big is Chris at work?
6'7".
Okay, so Chris is 6'7", and I tell him every day that I want to fight him. It's so funny. I want to fight him.
And then he goes, well, you know, you never called a place. I was like, y'all are in the parking lot right now. And he got this look on his face like,
No, you don't understand. Alan will fight you.
Fighting is fun. Fighting is fun.
I agree.
The way that women look at a wedding on the dance floor, like that, those kind of smiles on their faces, that's how I look and feel when I'm actually in a fist fight. There's this blissful freeness to it.
see, all I'm thinking is, oh my God, I'm going to be in court again.
That's your mistake for showing up to court, Rob.
Well, there's these things called subpoenas.
We'll talk about that. Kids are watching.
Hey, if you don't talk to your kids about subpoenas, who will?
Subpoenas. Subpoenas. Just making sure he pronounces this well.
So at Transworld, we're having a Venetian Vampire Ball Masquerade, and I cannot wait. I think it's going to be awesome. I really do. Transworld has started having parties. Transworld, by the way, in case you're not a haunter, in case you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say Transworld, because we have mentioned the word drag queen a lot, we should clarify that Transworld is a convention for haunted houses to buy stuff.
Yeah, every time I bring up Transworld around non-hunter people,
They have to explain.
I have to explain that is not what you think.
Because if you look up Transworld on the internet without adding HHA,
Do me a favor. You're doing great, but I want you to hit this edge as if.
Thank you, Scott.
As if it were its own piece. You gotta pretend that that is a separate piece. Okay?
I was actually, after I did that, I was going to chrome that whole panel.
It's too much.
Too much?
It's too much.
Like after I did that, I went, you know what? That whole panel could be a different color than that would be.
It could go heavier on your bulb heads.
Yeah. Actually, wrong.
I was doing, black. I knew I was doing something. I just didn't know what it was.
Blacken up the pits.
I'm blacking up inside of the coat. The only side of this fabric is that the inside of it is white.
Same problem I had with my parents.
So everything I do, I have to take a good bit of it and just paint the inside black so that it doesn't look weird. We're under the gun at dark hour, or else I would have had Lexi come out tonight. But I wanted her to be able to stay out dark hour till about 5 or 6. But I will have her hit up this coat and take it to the next level of blacky McBlackness.
Code's getting fun. Anyone going to the California show at the end of the month? It's in Sonoma, California, and I was thinking about going out about 6 hours away. I was wondering why we're taking Monster Mass to Transworld. Sarcasm.
Is that Keith?
No. Wow, that's so cool. I'm actually practicing to join a haunted house in a few years. Is there anything you guys would recommend for beginners?
Yes.
You guys last 5 hours?
Yes, so much.
Be happy acting. Learn to love it. It's not going to be an easy job, and it's not about you. It's about the customer. Remember that. Maybe being there is fulfilling a fantasy for you. Maybe being there is something that you really want to do and dream of. But you have to remember that you're there all the time, and you might get a little bored and complacent and want to mix it up and do things that are funny for you. But for a lot of the customers who are coming through, it's their very first time. And if they catch you with your mask on top of your head, drinking, or, you know, just not paying attention, that's their first time, and that's the only impression that they're going to get. So remember that every customer is seeing that haunted house with new eyes. And every time is a chance for you to make an awesome first impression. And to the other end of that is, if you screw up, it's not the end of the world, because 10 more first impressions are coming down the hallway right after them. So if you flubbed a line or whatever, you get a chance to redeem yourself.
You have infinite number of times to perfect your scene and your act through any given day we're open.
And understand that a haunted house is you introducing your character over and over and over again. It's kind of the same scene. The first time that they see you, that's you're introducing your character to them.
Whoa! Nice. Good job.
What's great about that was I was looking over here and still got it with my
House staff's animatronic workshop. Chris unraveling the mysteries of motor-driven props.
Oh, is that one of your classes?
Yeah, he's teaching class at Transworld.
Dude, and if you get a chance, go to Hall Staff's class. Go to his class. He is awesome and amazing.
Hey, is it?
What I am to mask making, he is to electronics.
Ooh, I need to take that class.
So there you go. That is... he's so open with knowledge, and he has a very broad knowledge base. He also
that's at Anaheim.
You just wrote a book. Can you pimp your book? Will I darken the plate crack? We'll have to look at it and see if it's dark or not now.
Chris dry brushing made it pop a whole bunch.
Here, let's get a look at it.
Yeah, we'll look and see.
Yeah, that did make it pop a lot.
I'll probably put a little black in there, though. It is a little bit light.
Oh, he gets 90 minutes at Transworld.
It's awesome.
Well, I'm gonna
teaching at Transworld too.
I'm gonna try and catch some classes this year at Transworld instead of just stay in the booth. We'll see what happens.
I have more of a chance of it.
Yeah,
What's that?
Rue said that you might have more of a chance of that. That'd be really cool to actually go sit in a class rather than just be.
Well, I think that you guys will all be able to have half a day off.
Nice.
That's what I think.
And if you need dummies for any of your classes, just let me
If
know.
it's cold, you can get one lump of coal to put in the stove.
I get one lump of coal.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
So I just had one ring off of my phone. Bet you my wife is popping that one.
When it's this cold, it decreases the surplus population. He made a Dickens.
Oh, yes. Okay, I got it. I remember now. I had to brush up on my George C. Scott.
That is one. I think the best version of A Christmas Carol has got to be the Muppets.
George C. Scott, man.
He wasn't in the Muppets.
No, he wasn't. He had his own version. It was better than the Muppets.
No, the hell you say. You Harridan.
The newest one with Jim Carrey, or not the newest one, but the one with Jim Carrey doing the voice of Scrooge. Is so far my favorite.
Really? I haven't seen it.
Animated, I guess?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's CG.
Yeah.
I have yet to see that one.
Good. Very good.
I'm not a big fan of. Oh, I don't want to say that out loud.
Not a
Jim
fan
Carrey?
of Jim Carrey?
I didn't say I'm not a big fan of Jim Carrey.
He's a little one tricky. And it also seems like lately he has gone insane.
He has kind of gotten.
I can't see him or Jamie Foxx without seeing them on Living Color, and it's hard for me to get past that.
Because you want to think they're better.
23.
23 was good. The Truman Show. Look, Carrey's.
23.
No, I have no idea.
Oh, it's a horror-esque movie
Yeah.
where he kind of goes insane about the number 23 chasing him.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind was
Yeah,
good.
It's interesting. It will really mess with your head when it comes to other things in your life. It actually kind of comes back to me in the number 13.
It really plays around with coincidence. Hot dogs.
You're
Who's
fully
that?
blown.
Here's Alan's training CDs.
There you go.
Hot dogs. Have you seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Yes.
That's probably my favorite Jim Carrey film.
I feel pretty good about that coat. But we
I'm-
still need to put these guys on.
Yep.
I want to put this on in such a way it can't interfere with the elbow.
So they kind of be down the arm.
Yeah, just about here on the end. And I want them faced out. So go right to the edge with that. Right there.
They want to. Somebody said they're not allowed to film their course Transworld.
You are not. You are not allowed to film them at Transworld.
Unless it's being filmed specifically for Transworld, right? Because I've seen a
Yes.
couple of classes that were filmed.
Okay, do we want... So we take the seam. Seam's going to travel over top of your hand.
Underneath.
Top.
Wherever the-
No, these are bracers, aren't they?
We want to split seam.
Probably we would split that seam. Yeah, no, just split the seam on it.
That's the easiest way to do it, because then you can have it.
And you know what? Let's shorten these just in case there's somebody smaller in here. What we're working on right now is that these are big cuffs. So on me, they go from wrist to elbow, and that's perfect, and I can bend, but I feel it. So on someone with smaller arms, they might not be comfortable bending their arm.
Yeah, I can't. That's as far as I can
Yeah,
bend it.
and we want to make sure that they have mobility. We're just going to take 2 inches off of this. And that'll make it a cuff that is usable.
Keith, Transworld's a lot of fun. It is.
Back end, not the rest.
Oh, back in.
The first time I went to Transworld, I was literally gobsmacked. I was like, wow. There's so much to see, so much to take in.
Oh yeah, no matter what anybody tells you about Transworld, you're gonna get to Transworld, walk in, and go, "Oh my god, this is way bigger than I ever thought it was." It's huge, but a lot of fun, and you will never, ever, ever see everything.
No. But you will hear the screaming thing the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Last year it was
Whatever
It
Pennywise,
with the
whatever
baby.
It or
screaming, just a kid screaming for 8 hours a day, 3 days in a row.
Krampus year before.
Yep. And the year before that it was a spider, wasn't it? They're just reskinning the same thing. Right? Right, Mikes? Oh my good lord. And the funny thing is that everybody who knows us people who work in this industry, they will post that on our page a million times. Hey, did you see this? Yes, I have nightmares about it, but thanks.
I got somebody tagged me in a post of it. One of my family members tagged me in a post of it that I got on my phone while I was standing next to it at the show.
Have you
Yeah.
have you seen this?
Have you seen this? This is awesome.
My God.
Yeah, it's right next to me.
How do I unsee it? That's the question.
Not that it isn't great work. It totally is great work.
I'm gonna get there Wednesday and record that thing and tag all of you bastards in it. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
You know, Mike, you could probably pull off a really good Mr. Clean cosplay.
That's Skullberg.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Skullberg. No more mohawk.
What happened to your mohawk?
That's gone. What happened to your long hair?
My long hair? Migrated down my back.
Your forearm. Better?
For the most
Looks
part.
like you have the most movement. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, that black at the bottom looks good.
Let's do a quick walk
Cool, I like
around.
Even without the extra battery load.
Take a selfie with the screaming thing, and when people tag me in it, I send them the selfie.
Much quicker.
Andy said one day she'll make it out there.
One day.
So far, from what I understand, we have a really good crew going this year. Just doing
That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I think so. But I'm biased.
Yeah, we'll take you someday, huh?
We'll take you and Nora. It'll be fantastic. And that way y'all have stuff to do while we're working.
And how old is Cash?
10.
Then he would enjoy City Museum.
Oh
Yes. We've talked about that for.
I've thought about just taking a day trip, just taking my kid. It's just a 12-hour drive.
10-hour drive.
10-hour drive.
It's not even 12.
Just take my kids up there for the weekend, just so we can, because you need a whole day at the City Museum.
Hey, if you ever want to do it, make it a double family trip.
I'm very happy with this. I think this is going to be really nice.
I'm liking it. I think the bullet holes really worked out. Very nice.
Wow, that's hot. You'll notice how quickly I stopped doing it.
Do you have any more of that, Alan?
Yeah?
Yeah, of course you do.
Not much more.
That much. It's good.
I have a plan, though. I want to do something.
I'm trying to do something. Rue, get out of my
I
way.
appreciate that you have it. Let me have it. Put that down. Spit that out.
Take that out of your mouth.
It's like you've had a dog or kids before. Yeah, that's the one.
I like the dark color in the track.
Oh, thanks.
Can't wait to bring
Over
this
the
on
sun,
to
thank you.
Transworld. That's the problem with Transworld being 16 plus. I mean, it's a good thing that it is because it is a more professional show and it's a trade show instead of a convention.
I want to do more stilt stuff, but my driveway's not stilt friendly. I've been to your haunt, Mike. There's plenty of space around there for stilt work.
Your driveway is still friendly.
We're stilt friendly than the wet ramp. Yes, Nora and you would have a blast. They'll be watering gobsmacked. It's like, oh my god, look at this stuff.
Rue, would you put, the other one on? Look at you. You're so helpful. Rob's standing over there drinking water. Rue's gluing stuff and moving around.
Do you have another one of those?
Well, what?
Is that what this is?
Yep. You don't have to size it.
Right. So as he gets it glued on. Bracers on the top and bottom. I've got to move it.
You're in, Rob. You're in.
Tag.
This is exactly how long the top one is.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And I need another one.
Hey, Rue.
Are there any beverages in the fridge?
Water, absolutely.
Yes.
Take this foam
Yep.
and this stick. You cut it strips. Probably 2 strips. The width of the foam. And
That's a horrible thing.
use that side.
Was this the brush you used for the glue?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Let me get back to yours. Sweet tea?
Question mark?
It might still be okay. Treat that like a bachelor fridge.
Might still be.
Hence my saying, treat it like a bachelor fridge.
It's good for me.
I really hope this is lemonade up here.
Oh, it's lemonade, but at this point it's limoncello. That's straight out fermented.
Drink it. I dare you. I double dare you.
He'll even give you $1. And he don't part with those easily.
I don't have $1.
So,
I don't think he'll drink it.
funny story.
Oh no.
I have, one of those glass apple cider jugs, the big ones. I have a full one of those of sangria. That was sangria for a party 3 years ago.
Nice.
In my fridge. Pretty sure it could kill you.
Ezekiel, yes, Ed will be in my booth. AVE. How does that smell, Rob? It probably smells great.
AVE.
What is AVE?
How's that smell?
Ooh, that smell.
Smells like rubber cement, man.
Smells around you. See how this little plate right in here, there's my seam.
Yeah.
So this is going to go on the inside and glue into there to hold that seam together better. And then we'll decorate this a little bit.
Okay.
And when he gets us ours, we'll do another one just around all of that.
Hopefully, this will start to work. Feels good.
Line it up straight with this edge.
One strip needs to be cut aside. Said you only needed 2 more strips, right?
Yep.
Da.
I agree. There's your wrist strap.
Okay. Is it the right size?
No.
No, of course not.
No, it's not. But if you just want to copy my work, I'll be done in a moment.
Yes, I will copy your work. Copy your work, yes. How much did you make that? What's that?
What's that now?
Nothing. I was doing math in my head. Pick one. Shoot the bit. I missed one.
What you doing, Rue?
Looking at something.
No. Do you know why?
Are you talking to
Till
me?
it gets snagged on things.
Yes. I had a costume, Nicodemus's first incarnation.
Yes.
He had chains wrapped around his wrists. It was plastic chains. It was one thing that I slid on. However, when I was on stilts, so when I took pictures with girls, it would catch their hair. All the time. So those were out 2 nights and that was it. They looked really cool, but I could not do them practically.
Was that Trans World?
First time I saw
I will
Nicodemus.
check out AVE. Thank you for the heads up.
First time I saw Nicodemus was at
2 years ago?
the Texas convention.
When you saw what?
First time I saw Nicodemus.
Oh yeah? Oh, Texas Frightmare?
No. Yes, it was Frightmare. Yes, it was. Now I remember. I also remember I was Scarlet, and I have a picture of Nicodemus.
Nicodemus looks disappointed.
Nicodemus, you can't tell.
I have a picture of Vicious and Nicodemus at Trans World.
Nicodemus.
Now I play Nicodemus.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
He lost.
That's some hype.
Hey, it's like you can fix the height, man.
Good.
And actually, you two really aren't that much different in height. I'm sorry to say it, Alan.
Actually, we are.
Stand up straight. Okay. Stand up how you usually do.
When
He
I normally
usually
do,
stands straight.
And I
You
do not.
don't.
I don't. I'm 5'11" and I walk around at 5'8".
Yeah.
That's what sucks. And then it's suddenly I'm a tall man.
You spent too much time doing this.
I played a hunchback every day for 4 years. 40 hours a week, every day I was a hunchback. And for
This
a long
is what haunting
time,
really does to your
I had a bad facial tic because I would hold my face like, exactly, I'd hold my face like this for hours and hours and hours a night, and then it would just tick up there every now and then. You know, it's what you do. It's your job.
I actually have a friend that is, I have a couple of friends that are massage therapists, but I have a friend that is a massage therapist that came through the haunt, and all she could say at the end of the haunt was, all of you people need to go see a chiropractor at the end of this, because, yeah, you are just jacking yourselves up, because everybody does this all night long.
Yeah,
All night long, all night.
it's part of the character.
Nope.
Nicodemus doesn't. Nicodemus
No,
stinks.
Nicodemus does not. Nicodemus has Superman pose.
Oh, the Rat King too. The Rat King is all.
Yeah, it's all chest out. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Big
Igor.
Yeah.
Actually, he's not a Igor. He's Heinrich. Heinrich, the helpful hunchback. No, I don't like you. Doesn't mean I'm not helpful. That's kind of his tagline. I don't like you, but I will help.
That's actually my motto a lot of the time.
I don't like you.
Just in life.
I will help you work on your clown costume. I'm really not a fan of clowns.
We all know.
I need to get a super heat gun.
What?
Me? I'm just buttering these nuts up so we can put them on the thing.
Getting ready for Trans World.
So for like assembly,
Nobody's ever gonna believe us.
headed to the Venetian Ball.
Not.
Time to butter some nuts.
They're nuts, and I'm buttering them with. It's like it's a.
Glue.
I've actually thought about getting a hamburger bun butterer,
Okay.
where it's got the roller that spins.
Yes.
And I can just lay the part on it and then set it aside. I think that would save me some time and energy. When Rob laughs like that, I don't ask what he's laughing at.
Oh, hey, let me go back and look at the comment.
Let her have some nuts. Make mine.
Oh, there was a lot of comments that we just missed.
Well, get on it.
Not even zombie scarecrow clowns?
They're still clowns. If the word clown is in there, I'm not a fan.
Or did we just miss?
I'm bad at this.
How close are we to the
I
Keurig?
am a Mac guy now. I'm sorry.
I need people to give money for the Keurig.
We are $40 away from having a Keurig in the shop.
If I get a clown costume, can I get a selfie with
Keurigs
you?
only cost like $40.
That's skull.
No, they're $80.
The good ones.
Yeah, I ain't get no crappy Keurig.
No. And I will take care of that thing. I will just scale it. I will take care of it. I've already got a coffee mug here ready.
What I think should scroll up doesn't scroll up.
We need Still Be Studio coffee mugs that are backwards.
That'd be awesome, actually.
Stacy made me some really cool shirts that are backwards. I just never go to the house and change before I come over here and get on camera. I should not be wearing this shirt. I really like this shirt. I'm spray painting and I'm gluing and I'm making orangutan arms.
You'll notice I'm wearing old Army t-shirt.
Yeah.
Not even an Army t-shirt, it's a National Guard t-shirt.
I'm wearing red dirt monsters.
Which I was never in the National Guard.
That's like practice army, right?
Yeah. Actually, this shirt is actually from training National Guard as Army.
Up.
Not even zombie scarecrow clowns?
Nope. Hate them.
If I get a clown costume, can I get a selfie with you?
Absolutely.
That's from Mike.
Absolutely, Mike. That's the only way you can take a selfie with me. No more pictures with Mike unless he's in a clown suit.
Oh. Uh-oh. Keith. I take it you're a Mopar guy. Says all his sweatshirts are splattered with Hugger Orange, Solar Gold, and Plum Crazy Purple.
What?
Alan just went,
I don't understand. I don't understand. Remember the time I had a glue brush? Those were good times.
Yeah.
I love those. I loved my glue. Oh, look, a glue brush. You know what the upside is? That means that Rob was somewhere getting something done. Winner.
oh,
What was that noise?
I figured out how to scroll. Kind of.
Great.
What we've all been waiting for.
We have. You just take that with you.
I did.
Take that back, I lied.
You do have a gift for getting injured on camera.
Me? Yeah. It's not one I'm glad to have. It's not something I have aspired to.
So back talking about the screaming thing in Transworld, Mike said, I take a selfie with the screaming thing, and then when people tag me in it, I send them the selfie.
We heard that. We saw that one.
Oh, I missed that one.
We're not judging you, Rue.
Maybe a little judgy.
I'm consistently better. Let's be honest. It's who I am as a person. I'm Alan, he who judges. Did the heat gun go away? Go away? No, it's over here.
Hey, were you just over there reading comments?
He is.
I'm to the point of where we left off. Keith said that the duster needs a smiley face button.
Does not.
This isn't the Watchmen.
Those are for clowns.
Oh, Ed.
He said with 3 eyes.
This isn't the movie Evolution. Oh, I don't want to get up at 5 in the morning. Wednesdays and Fridays are awfully.
Why?
Because I'm here. I don't get home till close to 11. Because you live in BFE.
It's already past 10, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Wow. We're just on a roll tonight. I'm really enjoying what we're doing.
Mike, I dropped the piano on myself in front of this surveillance camera.
I remember that.
Yeah, Keith, I have 4 cars, 3 motorcycles.
A problem. A problem is what you have.
I like my vehicles. I like my vehicles.
How's that looking?
That's awesome. I like that. Your finger does too. My baby is a chop top 51 Ford lead sled though. That's my baby.
This one here, what it is. First edition beer known in Las Vegas.
I don't know what that means.
I have a first edition fair loading in Las Vegas.
A book?
There's Thompson.
Is that a movie?
No, it's a book.
Okay.
There's a movie later.
Those are for reading.
Yeah, I like to read.
There's a movie later. Oh, these are already been buttered.
Yes, buttered and dry.
It'll save you the trip back and forth to the table to grab an extra.
Yep, that's it.
No, it's not.
That's it for this. Well, I haven't pulled all the nuts for that yet. And for now, these guys go here.
Now it's looking. Your Hellboy is showing.
Yeah.
I didn't bleed once tonight.
You ain't going yet.
That's true.
That's what you say at night when you get in a car accident on the way home, Rob.
I love
One car, 300 guitars. You have 300 guitars, Ezekiel.
Oh my gosh. I am judging him.
So,
I just have books.
when I barely knew Ezekiel, like, I don't even think we had met. I don't think we had, but we were friends. I saw him on Facebook, and he posted something about how cool the coffin guitar cases were, and that he couldn't get it in Australia. So I just found one, I bought it, and I mailed it to him. Without really, because he had mailed me Tim Tams and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, that was, I think that was before we ever even met.
That's cool. The Alan is a good dude.
If you know.
49 through 51 pretty much is the same body, but the 51 is the perfected version. It's the shoots that they got right. Has the coolest taillights, it has the coolest grill, doesn't have the big stupid single eyeball in front.
All up in your grill.
Just personal opinion and all. Has the coolest taillights ever put on a car.
Yeah. I just want a hearse.
I will get a hearse some point too. That will happen. And it'll be a big, lifted, nasty one.
Andrea's judging you too.
Yeah. Saw that.
She's entitled to. She's married to him.
But she doesn't stop me!
Hey, Rue, come select some nuts.
She can't lie to me. She can't lie anyway. She likes my car just as much as I do.
Hold on.
When they function, she does, at least.
You're nuts?
My cars.
Rob thinks he's hilarious.
I'm on fire tonight.
Literal fire.
Burning
He's
hell.
about to be.
Here comes the torch.
Burning hell.
I think your butter is gone.
Stop smoking.
It wasn't me.
Oh, nice. We're adding some detail.
And you and Rue can do the same on the other side. That may have been my phone saying, hey, I'm about to die. In which case, we should plug this into its rear end. Keith is talking car stuff. That's how I know he's talking to you. He tried to buy a '69 Thunderstruck,
Or the Munster car.
but his Bon Scott was injured.
68 Cougar with sequential turn signals. Sequential turn signals are pretty cool.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Ooh, 66 Pontiacers. I just about bought a 39 Pontiacers once. The only reason I didn't buy it was because I would have had to totally replace the gas tank. I was very far away, and it was running off of a gas can that was underneath the hood of the car.
It's completely safe.
Yeah, it was horrible. I really almost bought it, though. It was very cool.
I've said a bunch of swear.
How much is a car that's about to explode?
How old it is?
How much was that car that was about to explode?
$3,000, I think.
Okay, that's fair.
For a car that's going to explode?
Well, about to. You could stop it.
It was definitely risking explosion.
I'm thinking
Hence why I didn't buy it.
It's after 10. I'm going to go. I still got a 40-minute drive.
Oh, good night, Robert.
I'm sorry. I'm an old man.
Guys, I'm pretty happy with that.
Are you gonna add water? Are you gonna add that now?
Yeah. This goes from here to here, just a little loop.
It's gonna get caught up somewhere.
Good luck. I'm going to bed. I will see y'all tomorrow.
Everybody say good night, Rob.
Good night, Rob. Oh, red dirt monsters. Good night, everybody.
I'll build a tank.
Maybe he's looking for more money.
What?
I like those. It's
You Christians are very rare.
For about a week and a half, I owned a 1963 Cadillac hearse.
Big sucker for Cadillacs. I have owned probably 4, 5 different Cadillacs now. Cadillacs are very comfortable. And I like that. Okay. You start center. Yes.
Yep. Where's adding details? Detail, detail, detail. The devil is in them.
Are they all the small ones?
Yours are. Mine are a little mixed. Mine are mostly big, actually.
Wow. I just lucked out.
Got the right amount?
No. I placed one on, here, you can see it actually. Placed one on the seam.
Oh, by accident?
That wasn't the seam.
Ooh. Oh, but your spacing is good. And I don't do anything in here because that's going to rub against the
It's gonna
body.
get knocked off anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see how many you got across the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 across top. Okay.
'59 Caddy, best one hands down.
Oh, that one's after my heart. Someday, someday. 59 Cadillac, biggest fins ever put onto a production vehicle. Actually, was the 59 biggest fins, or was it the Christine? 58. Wow, my estimation is way off. Ah!
What?
That one let sit too long.
Too long?
It's like one I let sit too long, one I grab too slimy. And actually,
This is the bulk of this costume. So this is the most of it.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're talking about a distressed onesie, basically like a mechanic suit
okay.
on the inside with the military tool belt.
Yep.
And then you'll have big robot boots, which are EVA foam built. And no, they're latex foam molded. Boots down there, and the stilt covers over that. And that's about it. On an apocalypse mask.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy is mostly done.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Stop sticking to me. Oh. I somehow did not do enough.
What the heck, Rue? What in the box of hex?
Or did I? I don't know. Stop sticking to my finger. Trying to put you down so you can dry. Thank you.
Wash your feet on those cords.
Yes, 58 Plymouth Fury. Christine. We are exhibiting Transworld.
Yep. As soon as you go in the Trans World, I am in the front left corner.
80s hearses are not as good as the 50s, but still a Cadillac. If it's a Cadillac. I had a couple of 80s caddies that...
I will definitely be at
Very
Trans World. I'm exhibiting and I'm teaching.
You want this just like this side?
No,
No.
no.
Good. Actually, let's do it from the top. This way.
Okay. Heat them up a little bit. See how it's flat?
Yeah.
You need to heat it so it'll bend around.
Nothing's there.
All right. Rue, I'm going to have to call it a night. I have a 5 a.m. yoga appointment. I'm going to go ahead and take the camera and show them what we've got so far and how it's going. This is a stilt costume that we had the jacket. We did all the distressing and the add-ons this evening. There's Van Dyne's bullet hole technique right there. I just added this. This comes under the arm. It's kind of just a scarf thing that I have. I love this dye pattern, this color. They call it earth. And I put 2 holes in the capelet up here, and I just tied the ends of it up there. So that, you know, it just adds a little bit more dimension to this guy. That's his military shoulder pad that I put on over there. And we'll get all of this painted up the same way. Right now, Rue is building the other cuff. Straight lines. Everything cut on purpose. Straight lines.
Yeah. I was just looking at that for a spiky.
What's happening here, Rue?
We did popping off.
Okay.
But if we did just spikes like that off of that.
Cut new spikes that are...
Yep. Even on purpose ones. Yep.
Yes, exactly. And so this one has a little hose just going from one part of it to another. The back of the costume is not as detailed, but it is the back of the costume, so I'm okay with that. So I think this is going to be pretty nice. You know, with the apocalypse mask. A couple good metal plates on it. Guys, we are going to end for the night. We're going to end for the night. Just the crinkle hose. Rue, say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye, everyone watching. Go make stuff.
Go make stuff.